Good day, ladies and gents. Welcome to TFI. This is going to be the last word on the industry collection discussion, which I started about a week ago. I'll link the original video up in the top corner, whichever corner YouTube puts the cards in, and you can go and watch that in your own time. If this is the first you've heard of it, I'll TLDR it. Basically, the video is all about me saying how I think product design collection is a random, jumbled assortment of nonsense, which bears no resemblance to what a product designer does or needs to do their job. And looking at the comments on that video, most of the people that have came by so far who are the hardcore Autodesk customer base, these are people who are searching for YouTube videos on 3D CAD in their own time, they're in agreement, overwhelmingly so. There's not a single person who came by that video has said, actually I disagree, I use everything in product design collection, and all 13 or so products, I use them all and I'm dead happy with it, it helps me do my job. Nobody said that, and I would very much doubt anybody will. So let's be pragmatic about this, because something I think personally has to change. It's not great value. Who wants to pay $2.5 grand a year for 13 or so products when you're only going to use 2 or 3 of them? You're intentionally subscribing to something that you know from day one you're not going to use 80% of it. It doesn't make sense at all. So let's be pragmatic about this and start by just admitting it is a mistake. Product design collection, the industry collections, they're not great. They are, when you look back in hindsight at them in 10 years time or so, you will look at them and you think, why did anybody even spend a single penny on these suites? They're just not good value. So let's start by doing that. The mistakes are not as big as previous mistakes that Autodesk have made. For example, AutoCAD Inventor Suite of 2010. Some genius decided, because nobody's searching Google for Inventor, let's put the word AutoCAD in front of Inventor, put them in a suite and call it the AutoCAD Inventor Suite, and it just confused the entire world. Everybody who thought Autodesk was called AutoCAD were almost validated, and it just caused no end of confusion. That only lasted a year or so. That was a mistake. It was admitted and it moved on. We moved on from that and it ended. Same goes for the likes of the mistake where someone decided to put Mudbox in a product design collection. That was a colossal mistake. Asking the Autodesk channel to go into metal beating hairy-arsed engineering companies with Mudbox, open up a template of a dinosaur and a cow and expect them to take you seriously. These mistakes are bigger than this. We can move on, easy. Let's just have a discussion about what we can offer instead. And looking at the comments on the video that I did last week, it seems pretty obvious what your customers want. They want to make their own collections. So if you're a customer and you want to make your own collection and you're happy to pay money for that, hell, you might even be someone who's not paying right now, but you're happy to pay for it as long as the value's there, head on over to Twitter. Head on over to one of the other social media platforms and then hashtag Autodesk, let me make my own collection. And say to them, look, I'm happy to pay, say $1,200 for 3 products. I'm happy to pay $1,400 for 4 products, $1,800 for 6 products, whatever, I don't know, but make a scalable collection with a certain number of products in there, with a pricing model that scales in a linear fashion based on how many products are in there, and let people make their own collections. Why would somebody want to pay $2.5 grand a year when they know they're not going to use the majority of what's in that collection? So let's look at this from another angle, Autodesk. Your current slogan, your catchphrase at the moment is the future of making things. Thank God it's no longer digital prototyping. Thank God we've moved on from that cringe fest.
Hi, I'm Jim, and this is Ted, and we're here to talk to you about Autodesk digital prototyping, right? What about not having to build all those physical prototypes and all the time it takes to build them, test them, watch them fail, then having to go back, figure out why it failed, and then doing it all over again and...
But now, the future of making things, do you see the contradiction in not allowing your customers to make their own collections? I know it's stretching it a bit, but you're saying to your customers, we give you the tools that allow you to make things. Our customers can make anything with our tools, yet they can't customize their own collections. You're giving them a cookie cutter build, a cookie cutter industry collection with a whole bunch of stuff in there that they're not going to use, and you're almost saying to them, here's a bunch of solutions to problems that you don't have. Here's a bunch of solutions, go and make a problem to solve. That's not how the world works. People want to buy the software that they know they're going to use to do their job, and because it's a subscription model, if they do have a requirement in the future for a product that they don't currently have, we'll let them change their collection. Let them move up a tier to the next collection where they're going to add an extra product in there, and they'll pay for it accordingly, pro rata the cost. There you go, you're welcome. It's as easy as that. So if you think that's a good idea, hit a like on this video, get subscribed, and then go on over to Autodesk's Twitter page. Be nice, that this being knobbish about this isn't going to get us anywhere. We're just going to put the message out there that we want to make our own collections. Let me make my own collection, and hopefully someone at Autodesk who's got the ability to make a change here will listen and put it on the table for discussion internally. So that'll do it for this one. That's it. I'm going to put this issue to bed. But if you agree, let me know. Like the video, get subscribed, and head on over to Autodesk's Twitter page and let them know what you think. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Toodles.
Prototype a digital prototype robot.
Digital prototyping, you know, digital prototyping.
Prototype.
The Autodesk solution for digital prototyping. Digital prototyping. Digital prototyping. Digital prototyping.
No, Kelly Clarkson!